Good afternoon to all. I am Bhanuchandar, lecturer in botany from TSRJC Beachpalli, Gadwal. Today we are starting new chapter in unit 5th. Unit 5th, that is cell structure and functions. Unit cell structure and functions. Chapter is cell, the basic unit of life. Basic unit of life. So first of all, in this chapter we are discussing about different things. First of all, what is mean by cell? What is cell? Next, cell theory. Next, total overview of cell and prokaryotic cell or prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells. In this chapter, these are the things we are discussing. So, first of all, what is the cell? What is the cell? Cell is a basic unit of organism, basic unit of life. Means living organisms are made up of cells. Living organisms are mainly made up of cells. In case unicellular organism mainly made up of single cell, but multicellular organism it is mainly made up of millions of cells. Difference is number of cells only different. So all living organisms are mainly made up of cell. All living organisms made up of cells. Either that organism made up of only single cell, that is unicellular organism, that organism made up of many cells, that is multicellular organism. So unicellular organism and as well as multicellular organism. Multicellular organism. Why we are calling cell is a basic unit of life? Because of body is made up of cells and all functions in our body, we are walking, we are talking, anything in plant body also and animal body also, any function is mainly done by cell only. Every function, any function, we have to do any work, plant body to take any work, every work is done by cell. So that's why it is the structural and functional unit of the cell. So cell is a structural and functional unit of the life. Functional unit of life. That is exact definition for what is meant by cell. So this is what is meant by cell. Cell is a structural and functional unit of life. Next, cell theory. Next, cell theory. Before that, the cells are reported by, first of all, cell given by living cell discovered by Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Anton von Leeuwenhoek discovered the living cell. Later, Robert Brown, they discovered nucleus. So cell is mainly discovered by Anton von Leeuwenhoek, that is the living cell. Next, Robert Hooke discovered nucleus. So next, cell theory. This cell theory is proposed by two scientists. One is Schleiden, Schwann. Schleiden and Schwann. Schleiden is a botanist. He has observed plant cells. Next, Schwann is a zoologist. He has observed animal cells. So, Schleiden is a botanist, observed plant cells in plant body, and Schwann observed animal cells. He is a zoologist actually. So, this both scientists commonly proposes cell theory in both plant cells and as well as animal cells. What they concluded? All living organisms are made up of cells. Made up of cells is one thing. All living organisms are made up of millions of cells, one thing, and the cells are covered with cell membrane. So, cells mainly covered with cell membrane exactly, and in plant cells one more extra layer also is present, that is cell wall. So, plant cell contain another layer. Plant cell have extra protecting layer, extra layer to protect their body, that is cell wall. In plant cell wall is present, another layer included cell membrane also. So, in plant body cell membrane present and cell membrane covered with cell wall also. In animal body only cell membrane is present, cell wall is absent. That is main difference. So, but these two scientists not explain where new cells are existed, where new cells are produces. So, they said only all living organisms are made up of cell. Millions of cells are present in body, and each cell covered with cell membrane, and in plant body extra membrane is present around the plasma membrane, that is cell wall. So, what about that? They do not said anything about where cells are produced. They do not said anything about where cells are produced. Later, one more scientist, Rudolf Virchow. Rudolf Virchow. Rudolf Virchow later said cells are arising from pre-existing cells. Cells are arising from pre-existing cells. He said cells are produces from pre-existing cells. Cells are produces from pre-existing cells. That is omnicellular and ecellular. This concept is actually omnicellular and ecellular. Omnicellular, ecellular. That is. So, Rudolf Virchow said new cells are produced from pre-existing cells. That is, concept is omnicellular and ecellular. That is cell theory. Nowadays we are using cell theory. How we can understand cell theory? All living organisms are made up of cells. New cells are arising from pre-existing cells. These two things we are discussing, that is cell theory. One thing is all living organisms are made up of living organisms, and they are covered with cell wall and plasma membrane, one thing. And Rudolf Virchow said new cells are arising from pre-existing cells, that is omnicellular and ecellular. So, what is cell is covered, cell theory is covered. Next, overview of cell. Next, overview of cell. Actually, cell is a basic unit of life, one thing. So, in unicellular and multicellular we know that. Next, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells and as well as eukaryotic cells, which we need to understand this thing. And what is the differences between plant cell and plant cell as well as animal cell? Plant cell as well as animal cell. First of all, we need to understand cell information. Cell is mainly, animal cell is mainly round shaped structure, but plant cell contain hexagonal shape, one thing. So two cells, either animal cell and plant cell, cells are covered with or enclosed by plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is common thing. Either both plant cell contains plasma membrane and animal cell also contain plasma membrane is common thing. And in plant cell, extra membrane for to protection, that is cell wall. Cell wall is present, but this cell wall is absent in animal cell. Next, semi-fluid like substance is present, that is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is present. This cytoplasm, which is responsible for many enzymatic reactions, are going to be takes place because of many enzymes are present. So this cytoplasm is responsible for many biochemical reactions are takes place. So many biochemical reactions are takes place, because many biochemical reactions are mainly depends on enzymes. So many enzymes are present in cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is a site for many biochemical reactions. Next, either in plant cell and animal cell, mainly well-defined nucleus is present. Well-defined nucleus is present. This well-defined nucleus is present in, that is inside of the middle portion of the cell actually. So in this nucleus is moves to peripheral region of the plant cell and middle position in, that is the animal cell. So well-defined nucleus is present. What is mean by well-defined nucleus? Nucleus is enclosed by nuclear membrane, that is well-defined nucleus. When nucleus is not covered with nuclear membrane, that is naked genetic material. So in case of nucleus, this is double membranous structure. Nucleus actually, nucleus is a double membranous structure. So this is the nuclear membrane. This nuclear membrane to covered, this is the nucleus. Nucleus is covered with or enclosed by nuclear membrane. These type of cells are called eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells means this is the nucleus is enclosed by double membranous structure, that is nuclear membrane. These type of organisms is called, that is eukaryotic cells or eukaryotic organisms. So here eukaryotic organisms. What about prokaryotic organisms? Nuclear membrane does not enclosed by nuclear membrane, means naked genetical material is present. Naked genetical material means, so this is the genetical material, this is the genetical material, but any or in some cases circular form or so circular DNA, this is circular form of DNA. In case this type of nuclear membrane which is does not present in these type of prokaryotic organisms, so these type of cells are called prokaryotes or prokaryotic cells. Eukaryotes, this is prokaryotes, because eukaryotes enclosed with nucleus, enclosed with nuclear membrane. In prokaryotes, nucleus or genetical material does not enclosed by any membranous structures. So that is differences between prokaryote and eukaryotic cells. Next, inside of the nuclear membrane in nucleus we are observed, that is chromatin. This is chromatin. This chromatin at the time of cell division changes into chromosomes. Changes into chromosomes. So chromatin network like structure, when cell division that chromatin is changes into chromosomes. Next, many other different cell organelles are present. Many cell organelles also present. Next, many cell organelles are present. Like vacuole. Vacuole is present in both cells, either animal cell and as well as, this vacuole is present in both animal cell and as well as plant cell. But difference is, in plant cell somewhat big is there, I mean so size is big, size is present, and animal cell the size is very small. Next, endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, either both smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulums are present. Next, ribosomes. Ribosomes also present. Next, lysosomes. Lysosomes also present in both animal cell and plant cell. Next, mitochondria. Mitochondria. Next, Golgi bodies or Golgi complex. Next, plastids. These plastids are only present in plant cell. Only present in plant cell. Animal cell plastids are absent. Animal cell plastids are absent. Next, microbodies. Microbodies like peroxisomes, glyoxisomes and spirosomes. These are all microbodies, and centrioles are present in, that is animal cell, absent in plant cell. So cytoskeleton means cytoskeleton, nothing but that is centrioles are present in only animal cell, cytoskeleton, that is centrioles are present, that centrioles are only present in animal cell, absence in plant cell. So vacuoles, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, lysosomes, mitochondria, Golgi complex is common in, that is animal cell and plant cell, and plastids are present in only plant cell, absent in animal cell. Centrioles are present in only only animal cell, absence in plant cell. Microbodies nothing but spirosomes, glyoxysomes and as well as spiroxysomes. Next, cell sizes and cell size comma shapes. So smallest cell, very minute structure, smallest cell is mycoplasma. This mycoplasma mainly 1 to 3 micrometers, only 1 to 3 micrometers. And in case of bacteria 3 to 5 micrometers, 3 to 5 micrometers in size, and virus 2 to 2.5 2 to 2.5 micrometers. Next, mycoplasma, bacteria, virus, and as well as human red blood cell, human RBC cell mainly consists of 7.0 microns, 7.0 microns. Next, smallest single cell, biggest single cell, that is egg of ostrich. Egg of ostrich is a single cell, but it is mainly in big size. So these are the sizes. What about shapes? Next, shapes. First of all, red blood cells. Red blood cells are mainly oval shaped or biconcave structures, So this is red blood cell, mainly oval shaped, and biconcave shaped, structure. Oval shaped or biconcave structure. Next, that is the columnar epithelium. These are columnar epithelial cells. So columnar epithelial cells, mainly columnar epithelial cells are mainly long and that is nothing but elongated cells, columnar epithelium. In case of nerve cell, so this is nerve cell. It is mainly branched. Next, white blood cells, mainly white blood cells. So these are white blood cells are mainly amoeboid shape, like a amoeba like structure. Amoeboid cells are amoeba like structure. One more cells, that is So tracheids mainly elongated structure. Tracheids are elongated. So red blood cell, that is oval shaped or biconcave shaped. Next, columnar epithelial cells are long and elongated. Next, white blood cells are mainly amoeboid shape because of structure is similar to amoeba. Next, nerve cells are long and that is branched. These all cells are branched. So because of nerve cell contain many branches, so branched. These are branches are called dendrites. Next, tracheal cells, tracheids, xylem cells, mainly in xylem tissue, that is cells are tracheids. Structure is elongated structure. Not only these shapes, different shapes are present. Different shapes of cells also present. So tracheal cells, nothing but tracheids, xylem tracheids are mainly elongated. Nerve cells are branched. White blood cells are amoeboid structures. So this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth. Next, white blood cells are amoeboid shaped. Columnar epithelial cells are long and elongated. Next, red blood cells are mainly oval shaped or biconcave shape. So this is about what is the cell. Next, cell theory, overview of cells, sizes of cells, and as well as shapes of cells. In next class we are discussing about structure of prokaryotic cell like bacteria cell. Structure of prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic is nothing but bacteria. Next class we are discussing about bacterial cell structure or prokaryotic cell structure.